Hi everyone, it's Jimmy here, or maybe you know me better as I Might Smite. Recently a video came out by Tomkeks where he remakes the infamous sword from Vanilla World of Warcraft, known as the Hungering Cold, or maybe you and me both know it as the Sword of a Thousand Truths. This is quite nostalgic for me, as the episode of South Park was the whole reason why I started playing World of Warcraft in the first place, way back in 2006. Or maybe it was 2007, I don't know anymore. So I started this on... oh, hold on a minute. Hi Tay.
I told you I want the Bulwark of Azeroth. I swear, if you don't make that goddamn shield, I'm gonna loot ban you into Cataclysm. And don't even think about putting your name up for Shadowmourne, you mid-parsing son of a bitch.
I do want to say that I will be making more projects and filming them, and Bulwark of Azeroth is definitely going to be an upcoming video. I'm going to be uploading a lot of my silly projects. Most of these I would be doing even if I didn't have a camera pointed at me. I start by sketching up a design and getting it approved by my creative director. He did approve it. This is very good. After this, I draw out a rough shape on one side of the blade only, and you're probably asking why one side of the blade, and I'm glad you asked. I will be cutting out this side of the blade, and then I can pick up all of the pieces, put them on the other side of the blade, and then draw around those, getting a perfect copy to later cut out. And it's time for cutting, so let's get a montage going. After cutting the blade, you might have noticed I have not added a handle or a tang to this piece. Unlike traditional sword handles that are tapered, have palm swell, and in all ways ergonomical, the Hungering Cold has a round, uncomfortable handle with ridges that really don't make sense. However, this is one of the easiest things to do on something that I do have, which is a lathe. So I take a solid piece of wood and find the center of it, put it on the lathe, and make a handle. I then cut a notch in the top of the handle. This was really shoddy work, so I might have missed the filming part out here. However, once screwed in, I've got the two pieces attached and it's time for some detail work. This is something I wasn't thrilled to show on camera, however this is how I sharpen most of the blades, or the sword blades, that I create out of wood. OSHA has no power over here because I am in my own home. This is my method of sanding in the blade with a super rough 60 grit sandpaper. Just ask me if I've sanded my knuckles away on this thing. I think we both know the answer there. That fuller that goes around the entire blade needs to be added in, and I do this by power carving with the Dremel. I am no expert in carving with this thing, but I roughed it in and sanded it, and it looked pretty good to me. Moving swiftly on to the obscene skull above the handle. I was originally going to use Fimo, however forming Fimo over this mould was proving difficult. So I decided to do something that in hindsight was even more difficult, and that is called power carving. So I carved the skull out of two pieces of plywood. But looking at the plywood layers as I carved away at this solid block was kind of cool, and after only 4 hours of non-stop grinding was I able to stick the two sides together. This will also cover those nasty looking screws. I sanded down the excess, and now this is where it really starts to look like something. However, we still need to put horns on, so it's back to the scary setup of a belt sander clamped into a workbench. I then Dremel some ridge details into them, drill out a hole for a wooden dowel, put a dowel in, drill a hole in the side of the skull to receive that dowel, and put the other side of the dowel in the skull, and there it is. Home stretch, and it's time for painting. I start off with the matte black base coat, and this looks really sick, but I cannot keep it this way, so I tape off a portion of the blade, the horns and the handle, because it's time to bring out some chrome spray paint. And yes, taking off the tape was super satisfying. And we're on to hand painting now. If you're wondering why these parts are all hyperlapsed, it's because it's now the middle of the week and I'm doing this after work, so I don't have Rachel with me filming this. And it's starting to look really cool, but a little bit too cartoonish. Something that can really take these projects to the next level is by weathering. It takes it out of the cartoon world and puts it in a grimy reality. Maybe this blade has been slicing its way through the plague lands, and I don't think the Scourge are particularly bothered by a bit of tarnish or dirt or grime on their weapons. And so here it is, the Hungering Cold, the Sword of 1,000 Truths. Or, the Slayer of the Lifeless if you waited till Wrath of the Lich King to get it. So thank you for watching till the end of the video, and a lot more thanks to Rachel for filming this, of course, and Tay for his cameo. If you liked the video, you can click the like button if you wish, but if you didn't, you can downvote it. No one will see it but me. And if you liked this random video, do subscribe, as there is going to be a lot more of these random projects on the way. Laters.